Hello students, today we are going to discuss about the third one biomolecule or third one important biomolecule, that is the carbohydrates. So initially the carbohydrates are known as the hydrates of carbon, but to avoid the confusion, the carbohydrates are commonly known as the polyhydroxyaldehydes or polyhydroxyketones are comes under the new broad category, that is carbohydrates. The word carbohydrates mean the hydrates of carbons initially, but the compound composed of the carbon, hydrogen and oxygen with general formula of CnH2ON, that is a CnH2ON, that is a C carbon and oxygen number is same, the double number of and exactly double number of the hydrogen. These are the carbohydrates. The polyhydroxyaldehydes or polyhydroxyketones are commonly known as a carbohydrates. So there are some basic characteristics of the carbohydrates are: it consists the carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. The energy, it consists the energy containing molecule. Some provide the structure. The basic building block of a carbohydrate, that is monosaccharide CH2ON. Two monosaccharides from the disaccharides. The specific carbohydrates are classified into the monosaccharides, oligosaccharides and polysaccharides. Mono, it is a simple sugar that consists the single sugar. It is a further not divisible into the smaller subunit. It is a monosaccharide. It is a simple sugar, sweet in taste, easily soluble in water. These are also basically classified into the two groups, that is aldoses and ketones, or aldehydes and ketones. So depends on the carboxylic acid, that is COOH group, where it is present. On the basis of this, on the basis of the location of this carboxylic group, the carbohydrates are classified into the two basic basic categories, that is aldehydes and ketones. In case of the aldehydes, into the present diagram, there it is a D-glucose. It is a dextrorotatory glucose. It is a 6 carbon compound. It is a C6H12O6. But the specific carboxylic group or COOH, it is present at the first position. That is the first position. That is the COOH. Then CHOH. Then the further on last, that is the CH2OH. So the specific COH group, it is present at the one end of the any sugar at the position number first or at the position number last of the carbon. If the carboxylic group is present, these types of the sugars are called as aldehydic sugars or aldehydes. And exactly opposite to this, the specific or carboxylic group or COOH group, which is present except the first and last, or other than the first and last carbon, this at any position, if the carboxylic group is present, these types of sugars are known as a ketoses or ketones. So this consists the D-fructose, it is a well-known example of ketonic sugar, and D-glucose, it is a well-known example of the aldehydic sugar. It is about the monosaccharide. Monosaccharide, it is a single subunit that consists the only the simple sugar or a single sugar that is sweet in taste and soluble in water. And the most studied example of monosaccharide, that is a glucose, and most of that is a D-glucose. D stands for the dextro. It is a the specific plane of polarized light is rotated towards the right or clockwise manner. These are called as a D or dextro, and these types of the sugars are comes under the category dextrorotatory. Also the D-fructose, it is a ketones, and D-glucose, it is a aldehyde. Then the next one type of carbohydrate, that is a oligosaccharides. The carbohydrates made up of 2 to 10 monosaccharide, these are called as a oligosaccharides. From the 2 to 10, these are called as a oligosaccharides. Oligo stands for the few, saccharides stands for the saccharin. It is a Latin word, stands for the sugar. So 2 to 10 sugars are connected to each other with the help of the with the help of the glycosidic bond. This is called as the oligosaccharides, and oligosaccharides are further classified into the disaccharide, trisaccharide, tetrasaccharide, pentasaccharide, hexa, hepta, octa, nona, decal, like this. They are the oligosaccharides. It is the second one category of the types of carbohydrate, that is oligosaccharide. This is the 2 to 10 monosaccharides. It is less sweet in taste and less soluble in water. It is a oligosaccharide. Oligosaccharides are further classified into the di, tri, tetra, etc. So the oligosaccharide, the well-known example, that is a disaccharide. So before the example of disaccharide, there it is a most important thing in case of the oligosaccharide and polysaccharide, that is a glycosidic bond. It is a glycosidic bond or O glycosidic bond, that oxygen containing glycosidic bond. It is one of the covalent bond. Covalent, it is a sharing of electron pair. The two adjacent sugars or two adjacent monosaccharides, these are linked together with the help of the glycosidic bond by the condensation reaction, by forming a by removal of water molecule, and they can form the glycosidic bond. So the glycosidic bond, which is formed in between the adjacent monosaccharides by the removal of water molecule, that is a condensation reaction, and they can form the glycosidic bond. That is one of the example of covalent bond. And covalent, in case of the covalent bond, there it is a sharing of electron pair. So it is a glycosidic bond which is present in disaccharide, trisaccharide, tetra, or many more. From the di to polysaccharide, from the 2 to million sugars are linked together with the help of a glycosidic bond, and the basis of the number of sugar, they are classified into the different types. So then next, that is a polysaccharides, made up of the many monosaccharide linked by the glycosidic bond, have high molecular weight and insoluble in water, that is these are tasteless. So the polysaccharide means above the 10 to million sugars are linked together with the help of the glycosidic bond. These types of the sugars are called as a polysaccharides. Poly stands for many, saccharide stands for the sugars. So many sugars are linked together with the help of glycosidic bond. So the plants store, for example, the plants store glucose as a amylose, that is a starch, basically amylose and amylopectin. Amylopectin, it is insoluble in water, amylose soluble in water, that is collectively called as a starch. The reserve of food material of the each and every plant, that is a starch. And so the glycogen, it is called as animal starch, which is present in case of the human. So glucose storage polymer is in animals is similar to the structure of amylopectin, and this glycogen, it is a reserve of food material of the animals. These are also known as a animal starch. But glycogen less has more one alpha 1,6 branches rather than the amylopectin. So cellulose, a major constituent of the plant cell, or consists of the long linear chains of glucose. So cellulose, starch, glycogen, hyaluronic acid, they are the number of polysaccharides. These are the specific types of the sugars. These are the polysaccharide. Poly stands for many, saccharide stands for the sugar. The many sugar linked together with the help of the glycosidic bond, this is called as a polysaccharides. And these polysaccharides, the examples of polysaccharides, these are starch, glycogen, cellulose. These are the specific types of the structural polysaccharides. That the specific cellulose, it is present in also plants, starch present in a starch also present in a plants, glycogen which is present in case of the animals, it is a reserve food material of the animals. So they are the polysaccharides. So these are the sources. Before that, there it is a reminder is that the monosaccharides is a single sugar. There is a no any linkage in between the sugars, because there it is only one sugar, either D-glucose, D-fructose, D-mannose, D-rhamnose, for example D-ribose or ribose, D or L. Otherwise, basically it is a also on the basis of the number of carbon. These are also monosaccharides are classified into the triose, tetrose, pentose, hexose, heptose, heptulose, like this. But the specific monosaccharides, they can play the monosaccharides, they are the single sugar subunits which is present in the specific types. These are the monosaccharides. Then oligosaccharides, from the di to 2 to 10 sugars are linked together with the help of the glycosidic bond. These are known as oligosaccharides. Disaccharide, trisaccharide, tetrasaccharide, like this. Well known or well studied example, that is a disaccharide. Disaccharide, for example, the examples of disaccharide, that is a sucrose, lactose. These are the cellubiose. These are the examples of the disaccharides. Then the specific polysaccharide, poly means 10 to millions of sugars are linked together with the help of the glycosidic bond, are known as the polysaccharides. So the examples, also the polysaccharides are classified into the homopolysaccharide and heteropolysaccharide. Homopolysaccharide means the same subunits linked together with the help of the glycosidic bond, and heteropolysaccharides means the different subunits are linked together with the help of the glycosidic bond. These are the polysaccharide. The well-known example of the polysaccharide, that is the cellulose, starch, etc. It is about the brief introduction about the carbohydrates. The remaining we will be discussing to the next lecture.